Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be deep cleaning my fridge, freezer, and pantry. These are all areas that are in desperate need here in my house, so we are jumping right into it. Here I am trying to assess where to even start with this refrigerator. Do I take everything out or do I work shelf by shelf? Either way works totally fine. I had a little bit of trouble getting started on this day, but I ended up just taking everything out and cleaning the whole thing top to bottom. If you clean your fridge, when you clean your fridge, what do? Do you kind of just work shelf by shelf? Do you take everything out? Does it depend on what you have in there or what you have going on or what you have coming up for the week? Let me know how you go about cleaning out your fridge. I know it is no small task, takes a little bit of time, and can easily be very overwhelming, especially if it's been a little bit of time since you've been able to clean your fridge. Let me know how you go about it in your comments down below. Here I am, still trying to wrap my brain around everything, figure out what's all in here and where I want to get started. So I figured I'd start with just going through and getting rid of all the things that are old, expired, that kind of thing, and then from there I ended up taking everything out of the fridge and just cleaning the whole thing down. As we slowly get started here cleaning out my fridge, I found this beautiful little quote, poem saying, I'm not sure what you'd call it, on Instagram, and just had to share it. It just totally speaks to me. It's just so calming and pure, true and real, and just something that I hope will bring a little bit of light and joy to your day today as you're watching and thinking about all of the overwhelming tasks that we have to do. I hope that during the summer and the weekends, you're able to take a step back, slow down a little bit, and really find your peace and joy in your days of this summer. So it says, Sunday is the woman I want to be. Sunday wakes up, heads to the porch with coffee and toast. She leaves her phone on the table, goes for a jog, remembers what it feels like to lose track of everything. She makes lunch, reads a book in the hammock, talks to a friend, gives the phone call her whole attention. In the evening, she swims laps, thinks about the world and how to enjoy it. Sunday follows in the steps of glamorous Friday, beloved Saturday, and still she holds her own. She knows that people who are meant for her will find her, and that when they do, they will see her magic. The fridge is completely clean now. I'm just getting everything put back and organized as best I can. We are going to go to the grocery store and pick up a few items that we're missing, but this week there's not going to be a huge grocery haul or even a grocery trip. We're going to keep it super minimal and use up everything that we have. I love to do that and just make sure that what we're buying is intentional, purposeful, and everything that we're going to use. I don't like my fridge to be overwhelming or overstocked. I want to make sure everything that I have in here is things that my family's enjoying, wanting to eat, and things that I can use up. I am 100% sure I'm going to get questions about the asparagus in the mason jar. We get asparagus like in a big bunch, and there's only 3 of us in the family. My son is 3. He does not eat anything green. So really it's just my husband and I who eat the asparagus, and we can never eat a whole bunch all at one time. So I usually just split it up. I'll take half of it and make it as a side or part of one of our dinners. And then the other half I save for another side for another dinner or part of another dinner. And to save that and have it not go bad, you just put the asparagus in a glass. I usually use the mason jar with some water, and it just helps it stay fresh. And then I just stick it in the fridge. It looks nice and pretty to open the fridge and just see fresh vegetables like that, but it makes the asparagus not go bad, and then you'll be able to use it again throughout the week for another meal. I always do cut off the bottoms, the like woody part, before I do that. That just saves me on some prep. I just prep all of it all together. Now moving on to the freezer. This is where it is like a desperate need. I can't even tell you the last time I cleaned the freezer. As you can see, there's so many crumbs, embarrassingly, and I don't even know how. There is dog hair in here, and it was just so overdue. Our freezer has not been working very well either, I think because it's just so overdue to be cleaned, and there's just so much that's been like packed in here that it's like over freezing and then under freezing that. I've opened the freezer and the popsicles are all melted. So I'm not sure what's going on with that, but I'm very hopeful that just cleaning it and going through everything, getting rid of anything that's no longer good or that we just didn't like. Sometimes we try things, then we don't end up liking them, but then we hang on to them thinking maybe it was the day or the week, and if we try it again, we'll like it, and then it ends up just sitting in here. So there was a bunch of stuff I was able to get rid of, deep clean this freezer really, really well, and reorganized it, and it's doing a lot better. There's like two sides to this bottom drawer. I did clean the other side the exact same way. I just didn't film it. I thought it would be a little redundant and boring to do both, but I just vacuum everything out, wipe down the inside, and then I'm just putting everything back as best that I can. These bottom freezers I do really like. They're just pretty challenging to keep organized. So I do feel like we kind of just throw everything in. We try to do it as organized and best that we can, and we do know what's in here, so for the most part it's totally easy. So for our organization, for the most part, this side that I'm repacking is all vegetables and meat, and then I have some ice packs there as well. The other side is all our frozen fruit that we use for smoothies, and then mangoes. We have multiple bags of mangoes. My husband and my son love to just snack on frozen mangoes. And we have some Bubba burgers over there and a few things of ice cream. And then this top shelf, as you can see, is just the same. So bad, in so much need of a cleaning. There's so many popsicles. My husband and my son love popsicles, so they have just kind of overbought on those. They definitely need to eat those up. We have a few Uncrustables. We were hoping my son was gonna like, but he really doesn't. But my husband does, so he'll eat those. And then we keep like chicken nuggets, fries, mozzarella sticks, different things like that here on this top drawer. It's mainly like my son's drawers, things that I know he's going to like. And yeah, so it's pretty easy to organize, but at the same time it can be a little bit challenging. The fridge and the freezer are now completely cleaned out, and it feels so nice to have that done. Now I'm gonna just take a few minutes and clean the stainless steel here on the outside. I feel like I'm constantly cleaning this as I have so many fingerprints. And my son, he opens the freezer all the time. He loves to get popsicles and finally is at the age where he can go and do that on his own. And at the bottom of the fridge, there's always his little fingerprints as well. So to clean this off, I'm just using the Wyman's stainless steel cleaner and a paper towel. I found that's the best combination to get the stainless steel appliances nice and clean and shiny. Before we move on to the pantry, I'm going to just wipe down the islands. I did put all of the food here, and the freezer food kind of melted while it sat here a little bit, so some of the frozen water is on here. So I'm just going to clean this off really well, and then we will be able to move on to the pantry and use this countertop to take everything out of there as well. Now we are going to work on the pantry. Let me just give you an overview here. It's really not too bad. I just want to make sure everything's like still good and minimized, and I know there's some reorganizing that can happen. I think up here is fine. I want to find out about those waffle bowls, what the expiration date is. This is totally fine. Those cereals can probably be tossed. Oh, and those cookies I don't think are any good either. These bins definitely need to be taken care of. Those are fine, that's fine. We just did those. And these bins should be okay. I don't think there's gonna be any cookies left in there. And we just reorganized down here a couple of videos ago, so I think that's probably fine too. I'll peek at it quick, but just a few spots to organize in here. So let's just do that really quick. So to start out with the pantry, I'm just gonna see what the expiration date is on these waffle bowls. I can't even remember. Oh, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, my husband had gotten these around his birthday, which is in the fall, because he thought they were gonna be the right kind of chip cookie for cannoli dip. I had made a cannoli dip. That is his favorite dessert, and he doesn't really like cake, and he wanted that instead of cake. So I said that's super easy. We just needed to figure out the like chip cookie part to dip in the cannoli dip. So we had bought all these ice cream. They're like ice cream cones, but in a bowl shape, thinking those would be the same, and they are not. They are completely different. So now we have a few boxes of them and we just haven't used them. So maybe my son will think they're fun and he can have one over the summer, but I'm assuming they just probably won't even get used. We don't eat ice cream all that often, just like on occasion, a little bit more in the summer, because you know, it's like fun to have a summer treat. I did just get him like regular kid ice cream cones, and he had a lot of fun having that. That was definitely his first. I showed that in my day in the life. If you haven't seen that, go back and watch that video after this one. My son had a lot of fun that day. He's been having so much fun this summer, being able to enjoy his little kiddie pool in the backyard, and we did do like a little ice cream cone that day, and it was really fun. He had a lot of fun. So ice cream this year has been a little bit of a big thing for us. We really don't have it all that often. Like I said, more in the summer than throughout the year, but in years past, my son is now 3. Last year and the years before, if he had any dairy, any ice cream or milk, he would get a fever about an hour later. It was very strange. My doctor said that wasn't the issue, but it definitely was, because anytime he had ice cream, he'd get a fever an hour later, and it just continued to happen. So, and milk, he had a really hard time going from like formula to milk. that was a big transition for him too. He ended up getting a fever every time, so we ended up doing no milk, no ice cream, pretty much saying he was dairy free. But my doctor also said that hopefully he would just outgrow it. So this year we're like, okay, we're gonna try the ice cream again. We went to a local farm that makes ice cream fresh, and he did totally fine. He's been fine this entire summer, which has been so fun. He's been very excited, and at his daycare, him and his little friends like to play ice cream shop, so he talks about ice cream a lot, which is really cute. So that's been a fun new adventure for us this summer. So for the pantry, I am just reorganizing these bins. These bins, I'll show you a little bit more of a close-up. They are so good for organizing, especially like my baked goods. That's the bin that's at the top. I put all my baked stuff in there. And then when I bake something, I can just take the whole bin out and have it for whatever I'm baking, just everything all in one spot. So it's really nice. I did have a bunch of chocolates I just put in this cute little container that I keep here on the hutch. So I just wanted to show you that, as that just brings me a little bit of joy and I think is so cute. All right, so these bins definitely needed to be organized. I got rid of a bunch of things. So this bin has croutons, some extra jars of things, and granola. And then this jar is like our trail mix jar. So it's got nuts, candy, chocolates, that kind of thing. So they're nice and simplified. It looks super organized. I'm also going to, I always just leave our tortillas here, pita and bread. And I just grab this stuff pretty quickly, so it works totally fine for it all to be there. And then these bins are our granola bars. There's some chips and like paper towel, dog treats, and extra paper, well, plastic bags are down there as well. It is relatively organized. This is just kind of towards the front. So the pantry is looking really good. Now that the fridge and pantry are all taken care of, I need to just vacuum and mop this floor. It was disgusting before we started, and you know, things just kind of drop as you're organizing, and a bunch of things and water kind of spilled out from the freezer. So I did kind of spot take care of that, but I just want to make sure there's nothing sticky. So I'm just using my Shark cordless vacuum, gave this a quick vacuum, and then I'm using my Swiffer mop to mop this floor pretty quickly. Nothing crazy, just a quick little clean here to make sure that this kitchen is all in order and ready to go for the week. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to hang out with me today. I hope this video gave you some motivation, cleaning motivation, life motivation, and you leave here feeling like you were just hanging out with a friend. If you have not yet, please subscribe. I post new videos every Tuesday and Friday, and hope to see you back here for lots more cleaning motivation. I hope you all have a fantastic week.